All right, guys. Hope you're doing good. So, just got back from vacation. I'm back to work. And today I have a pretty cool win that I want to share with you guys. One of the things that I've decided to do is that moving forward, the only marketing you guys will be getting from clientacquisition.io will be only based on client wins, right? This is something that I want to do, and this may actually be a good exercise for you, which is force yourself to only be able to market if you have client wins, right? What this will allow you to do is you won't be able to market your business unless you're actually delivering results to your clients. Everybody in our space keeps talking about, oh, we get the best results for our clients, but are you really getting the best results for your clients, or are you just claiming that you get the best results for your clients, right? So for me, I generally want to force myself to only be able to market if I have a client win. And today I have an amazing win, and I'm super proud of this client, Alex. This is, I'm actually just going to read the email that I'm about to send to my list. If you're not on the email list, by the way, I share a lot of things. I share a lot of my thoughts. If you get, any of the free training below, you'll actually be able to opt into our email and get daily emails of me sharing what I'm learning, things that I'm working on in scaling client acquisition.io past 8 figures and eventually 9 figures, right? But anyway, check this out. Today I have an interesting story. Alex Pavinsky has been a client for the last year and a half. He joined our VA placement program. He joined $500,000 program, and he recently joined Growth Creator program. And we've helped him scale. When he first started working with us, he was running a Facebook ad e-commerce agency. Then we kind of moved him from a Facebook ad agency to last year. We helped him start a TikTok offer. He was able to scale it to multiple 6 figures. And later last year, he also started a short-form content agency. So he has essentially started and successfully scaled each offer that we released in our community. If you know anything about us, is we like to leverage trends to scale our company, our clients' companies, right? But nothing compares to the results that he's seeing as a growth creator, right? He decided to join the Growth Creator program a few weeks ago to improve his offer and, most importantly, his fulfillment, okay? As he is targeting coaches and consultants. I'm sure if you're targeting coaches and consultants, you know how competitive this industry has become, right? Everybody helps coaches. Everybody does appointment setting. Everybody does short form content. Everybody does these things. So it's really hard to be able to get people on calls and to be able to collect a lot of money from the calls you book, right? People are like, oh, but I saw Serge also offering the same thing. Oh, I saw Alex also offering the same thing. I saw, everybody, Cole Gordon, Kai Bax, why should we go with you, right? Because there's just so much noise in the marketplace, okay? If you're thinking that selling short-form content or appointment setters or some DM ads, I've seen a trend with everybody being like, hey, do this strategy of DM ads to grow your company. I'm like, if you're copying people's offers and thinking that doing short-form content or appointment setters or DM ads is going to get you to 50K, 100K per month, you are confused, okay? But in this video, I want to share with you guys how Alex has been able to kill it, right? So his most recent win is a $15,000 USD PIF, okay? Or paid up front with $100 per each qualified call that shows up, right? And what's even really nice is that this client will not just be relying on appointment setters do cold outreach, right? The client will be spending $100 a day on ads, okay? And he just killed it, 15 grand. He does 3-4 of these deals, and he's making almost $50,000 in new revenue. Forget about the revenue, the performance that's coming from his current clients. If he closes just 3 of these clients every month, that's $45,000 in new cash collected on top of the recurring, right? And that's what being a really good growth creator allows you to do, is you get a lot of cash up front, right? And you also build up a performance, so you can make a lot more money depending on how much money your clients make, right? So Alex has gone from struggling to make prospects pay him a few $1,000 to charging $15,000 upfront and $100 per qualified show-up call, right? Because he was struggling to get people to pay him a lot of money because he was mainly doing like some short form content and some appointment setting. But now he's be able to collect 15 grand. I don't know about you, but it's super hard to get a stranger to wire you $15,000. Like, I'm sure even the bank, right, wanted to keep the prospect from paying. So Alex was forced to literally get her client to split the 15 grand into 7.5K now, and then 7.5K a few weeks after. So the bank literally called the client. The client had to call Alex's client had to call the bank, because they were like, hey, you can't pay 15 grand if you don't showcase or if you don't send us information about Alex's business. Like, the 15 grand is so high that the bank literally didn't want the client to pay Alex, right? Those are the kind of offers you want. You want to be able to have such a good offer and charge so much money that the bank literally cancels the invoice. You need wires. When the wire hit, I'm not sure if you guys have seen the new song by Drake, but he says something like, my D just got I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say this on video, but you can just look at the new song by Drake and Travis Scott. He has a pretty cool quote about a wire just hit. But anyway, but what's more interesting is the fact that this appointment came from Instagram. One of Alex's trained VAs that probably placed in his company reached out to the prospect, and they were able to convert them on a call. But how can a prospect who's used to being pitched to grow services daily decide to jump on a call with Alex and make sense of investing enough money to buy a car or to be used as a down payment for a home? The answer lies not in the outreach strategy, not in Alex's closing skills, which is, everybody out there is pitching you every day. Like, hey, you need this outreach strategy, you need this ad strategy, or you need a new funnel, or you need a DM ads, or you need an AI automation agency. Guys, what are you guys doing with AI automation agencies in the first place? I'm seeing everybody trendy left and right, but let me tell you this. I listen to a lot of billionaires who invest a lot of private equity, a lot of VC, and there is a lot of money being sent to companies that build these platforms. But to say that it's too soon, it's too early to think that you're going to make a lot of money with AI, because businesses don't yet need, or the platforms have not yet been so dialed to the point that you can actually build a service around it. Meaning, if ChatGPT, I saw something on Instagram yesterday that 52% of the answers are correct, and 48% of the time it's not correct. So how are you going to install ChatGPT in someone's business when half the time the answers aren't right? So meaning the infrastructure, it's like trying to sell Facebook ad in 2012 or 2013 when Facebook ad just started. It is not as good as it is today. Meaning your service is not actually going to be good because inherently the platform is not good enough for it to be a sellable like service. So all this new AA whatever bullshit this is, stop being so excited by new shiny stuff. That's the shiny object syndrome. New is not better. Better is better. Okay? So what you guys need to do is you need to get really good at building a great offer, which is what Alex did, right? What you need is a great thesis, a great fulfillment process that shows your prospect how it will be inevitable for them not to see success when they work with you, right? In this case, Alex is implementing the growth thesis. If you guys have not yet seen the growth thesis, I put it for free on YouTube, but it goes over how you're able to help someone dial in their market, so who they're going after, dial in their offer, right? So you help someone gather insights and resources, who could be the biggest ROI, who can they almost guarantee success, who can effortlessly afford their service, right? Then you help them find the core thesis or core belief. Then you figure out what the market wants. You figure out trends. Then you figure out how do they want to hear it. How can we give it to them faster than anybody else? Then you figure out how can we give it to them effortlessly. Then you figure out the pricing model. Then you figure out the guarantee. Then you go over the attention part. Then you figure out how they're going to own attention. Then you figure out how they're going to educate attention and warm up and create intent in the marketplace for their prospects. And then you help them convert it by what? attention generating sales assets, which are like 2 steps, attention converting sales assets, which are like process selling VSL. Then you also help them build conversational flows, which are like how to set during DMs. Then you help them set up ads. Then you help them dial in their sales process, their sales call, right? And then if you are a really beast at operations, which is something we help our clients do, you design their client journey flow, you design their onboarding systems, you design their onboarding call structure, you design their communication, their setup, and their management, right? This is what it means. This is what you need. You're not going to get 15 grand from a stranger because you're like, hey, I'm going to help you book 100 appointments a month. Or, hey, I'm going to edit your show from content. Or, hey, I'm going to set up a VSL funnel. Come on, guys. Come on. Stop doing that. Okay? What you need to do is you need to become a growth consultant to be able to help someone find service market fit or product market fit. Then you need to help them find the best acquisition channel. Then you need to set up their paid ads. Then you need to build an appointment setting team. Then you need to build a community. Then you need to build them an audience. Then you need to build them sales systems and then help them with their sales process. Because that's the only way Alex was able to get 15 grand up front. Okay? And when you package all this on a call with the prospects, regardless of the niche, this is something that's super important for you guys to understand. This is not like, oh, this is because he's going after coaches. That's not the case. We have clients, I think we had Lois who closed a 62K deal in the SaaS space. We have clients doing it in e-com. We have clients killing it in solar, local businesses. So asking $15,000 upfront and a performance fee ends up being fair because you're doing so much for them. You're making it unreasonable for them not to grow, right? If you are smart and understand that your product and service is the thing that will make or break your business, please do me a favor and figure out a way to become a growth creator who implements client acquisition.io's growth thesis. And sometimes I look at the growth that I had with client acquisition, like how was I able to go from being in a course from Iman Gadzi in 2020, end of 2020, to building a $500,000 a month company just 20 months later. I'm sure that even Iman, in his second year of business, was not even making $50K a month. But I went through his course and I saw all these gaps. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is crazy. You're teaching me how to start an agency. You're teaching me how to do an onboarding. You're teaching me how to put on a nice shirt and film an onboarding video, but you're not teaching me about sales process. You're not teaching me about the energy needed in a sales process to get someone to want to buy. You're not teaching me about the importance of creating content. So it's like there's so much left. Guys, if you guys become growth creators, it's literally the most in-demand thing, because you know why? Because everybody's being educated they're being given the least amount of things of work so they can feel like it's almost like they're just being given enough to feel excited, but not enough to actually become successful. So all these coaches, all these consultants being created, all these SaaS companies, all these trends, all these AI, AAA bullshit, all these people are going to struggle because they don't understand how to take someone from being a stranger to wanting to buy. And it's your duty, it's your responsibility as a growth creator to come in, charge a lot of money, and make it unreasonable for people not to experience the life that they deserve, right? Because I promise you, the information education space is getting bigger online. Everybody wants to start a business, but it's up to people like us who actually can build up a whole funnel from A to Z to go into all these kind of verticals: Web3, SaaS, e-com, solar, local businesses, real estate agents, agencies, recruitment companies, coaching businesses, and actually implement this thesis and get wealthy doing it. Okay? So these type of wins have been literally, like, when I saw this win, I was like, you know what? I'm interested in potentially lowering the barrier of entry to get people into to allow more growth agencies. So only growth firms. One thing I want to specify is I only want to work with other growth firms, meaning you're a growth agency. Maybe you do lead gen, maybe you do appointment setting, maybe you do consulting on how to grow a company. Maybe you coach people on how to do appointment setting, on how to get leads, on how to do IG shoutouts, or maybe you train appointment setters. Like, as long as you help others grow, I'm interested in allowing you to, I'm interested in lowering the barrier for you to start working with client acquisition.io in as a growth creator. So I just made a poll on my Instagram. After this video goes live, go check out the poll that I made, right? Or maybe since this is on YouTube, or maybe wherever I post this, comment below if you would be interested in me lowering the barrier of entry so you can actually get started with GCP, because it's an expensive program. So not everybody who wants to work with us actually can work with us. But I would be interested this week to kind of like see if people are interested to lower the barrier of entry. So I'm going to put up a poll on my Instagram. If I get 100 votes, I'll launch this promo this week, allowing you to get started with the Growth Creator program with only $5,000 as a down payment, kind of like just to get started, right? Because normally you have to pay a lot more to work with us, but I just want more clients. I want more clients getting wins. So if you, wherever you see this, leave a comment below, and if I get a lot of comments, then I'll launch it, and then you guys can kind of like get started on the Growth Creator thesis. And what's beautiful is when you work with us, which is something that a lot of people don't understand, is when you end up working with client acquisition.io, we will actually help you with everything. It's not just about helping you grow. We don't care actually about getting you more leads, more appointments. Of course, we'll take care of it. We'll build your outbound paid ad strategy. We'll place sitters in your company. But what we want to do is we want to be the infrastructure you use to serve your clients. So when you start with GCP, you get access to our pool of setters. So you don't need to train setters. You don't need to build a training process. You don't need to build a way to collect. You don't need to go hire and train people. You can just be like, hey, Serge, I need 2 setters to place in my client's company. Let's say they're a coach and they're helping people like book calls. Maybe they have an audience on Instagram, or maybe they're a SaaS company and they want to build a process, a group, a Facebook group community. I need a protocol on how to build a group on Facebook. We already have that. So you can almost like use our proprietary assets, outbound prospecting protocol. You can use our pool of candidates. You can use our growth thesis. You can use our paid acquisition strategies. You can use our systems and our audience to be able to serve your clients. Okay? So this is not just about me wanting to teach you some stuff. No, I actually want to be the thing that helps you serve your clients better. Okay? So if you guys are interested in GCP, just leave a comment below, and I'll do the promo, and you guys can kind of like get started and start collecting 15K deals as if it's nothing. Or you can just literally use the link below and speak with an advisor on my team. They'll be able to walk you through the growth thesis and how we actually go about helping you, right? So we have a whole process that we walk clients through on how we help them and how we help them help their clients. And if it makes sense, you can kind of like work with us and join the community. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But I'm really proud. Alex, if you're seeing this, I'm super proud. You're killing it. Can't wait for you to keep to do like 5, 10 of these, right? 10 of these is 150 grand. Maybe you already have 100 grand coming in recurring, and that's how you build the multiple 7-figure companies, guys. Or at least, even let's say you're still making like 10K a month. This is how you build a 7-figure company. You don't make 100 grand a month by being like everyone else. You need to innovate and deliver more value. If you guys are interested in kind of like leveraging our thesis and our infrastructure, comment below and let's get you in GCP. I love you guys. See you guys in the next video.